Hi, so we're going to continue working on one more and one less. Now here you can see there's a chart on the screen. Now here it says one less. Here are the given numbers because it says number, and here it says one more. So what we're going to do is to look at these numbers. So everything under where it says numbers, everything under here is a number. We're going to look at these numbers and fill in what is one more than these numbers and what is one less than these numbers. Now, if you remember, we looked at one more and one less on our previous videos. So if you need to go back to any of those videos, then please do so just to help jog your memory a little bit. So here we go. We're going to look at this number here. This is number 6. So we're going to use number 6 to start off. Let me just make that a little bit smaller. We're going to look at number 6. Now, can you remember or can you work out how to do one? We're going to do one less. How can we find out what one less than number 6 is? We can use our fingers or we can use some counters. Now, because we're on the screen, we're going to use some counters to help us. So because we're going to look at number 6 first, I'm going to draw 6 counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, when we are doing one less, is the number going to get bigger or smaller? Have a think. Is the number going to get bigger or smaller when we're finding one less? When we're finding one less, the number is going to get smaller. The number is going to go down, okay? So we're looking for a number smaller than number 6. So to find one less than 6, we're going to take away 1, okay? We're going to get rid of 1. And then we're going to count how many we have left. So let's count them up. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 left. So 1 less than 6 is 5. We can pop 5 in our chart. Now we're going to move to the next empty square or rectangle, and we're going to find out what 1 more than 6 is. How do we find 1 more than 6? So you can use your fingers, but also we can use counters. Now, because we're on the screen, I'm going to draw some counters. Are you ready? I'm going to draw. How many counters do you think I'm going to draw? I'm going to draw 6 counters. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, because we're going to find 1 more than 6. Now, when we're finding 1 more, is the number going to get bigger or smaller? Have a think. When we find 1 more, when we're looking for 1 more, the number is going to get bigger. So the number is going to go up. So I'm going to add on 1 more. There we go. Now we can count them all up and find out what 1 more than 6 is. Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1 more than 6 is, that's right, it's 7. So we're going to pop our 7 in there. Now we're going to move on to the next one. Now, because there is no numbers, instead we have some blocks. Can you see these green blocks here? We need to find out how many green blocks we have. Can you count them with me to help? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 green blocks. We have 4 green blocks. Firstly, we're going to find out what 1 less than 4 is? How do we find 1 less than 4? Let's draw 4 counters. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We have 4 counters. Now, when we're looking for 1 less, does the number get bigger or does the number get smaller? When we're finding 1 less, the number's going to get smaller. So we're simply going to take away 1. There we go, taking away 1. How many do we have left? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We have 3 counters left. So 1 less than 4 is 3. We can pop 3 right there because 1 less than 4 is 3. Now, moving on, we need to find out 1 more than 4. How do we find 1 more than 4? Can you remember? To find 1 more than 4, firstly, we're going to draw 4 counters. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, because we're finding 1 more, we're going to add on another one. Here we go. Let's just pop another one right there. Now we can add them all up. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 counters altogether. So 1 more than 4. That's correct. It's 5. Well done. We're going to pop our 5 in there like so. Okay, moving on to the last one. Here we go. Can you count how many purple circles we have? While you're doing that, I'm just going to make some room by rubbing out below. While I'm doing this, can you count how many purple circles we have? I'll give you a minute just while I'm rubbing this out, okay? That's your little task. Tell me when you're ready. Are you ready? Here we go. How many purple circles did you count? Let's count them together. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We have 7 purple circles. Fantastic. We're going to pop a little 7 here so we don't forget, okay? Now, we're going to find what 1 less than 7 is. So we're going to draw our 7 counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, when we're finding 1 less, is the number going to get larger or smaller? Have a think. To find 1 less, the number is going to get smaller. We're going to take away 1. Are you ready? Here we go. We're going to take away 1 with a nice pink and count how many we have left. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 left. Did you work that one out yourself? We have 6 left. Absolutely fantastic. So we're going to draw a nice 6 in our chart. Fabulous. Okay, moving on. Now remember, our number is number 7. But we have to find out what 1 more than 7 is. So we're going to draw our 7 counters again. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 counters. Fantastic. Now when we're finding 1 more, is the number going to get bigger or smaller? What do you think? Fantastic. When we're finding 1 more, the number gets bigger. So we're going to add on 1 more. There we go. We've added on 1 more. Now we're going to count these all up to find out what 1 more than 7 is. Are you ready? Here we go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1 more than 7 is 8. Absolutely fantastic. Can you see that we've filled in all of the parts of our chart? That wasn't too hard, was it? Absolutely brilliant. You did really, really well. Now we're going to move on to some worded questions. Are you ready? Fantastic. I'm going to move the screen over just like so and find our first worded question. Now, don't worry if it looks like a lot of words. I'm going to help you through. Okay, so we're going to read our question together. This says, Sally has 7 blocks. Sally has 7 blocks. Let's put an S for Sally and let's draw 7 blocks for Sally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the first part of our question. Now let's continue to read. It says Jenna has 1 more than Sally. Jenna has 1 more than Sally. So do you remember? When we're looking for 1 more, what do we have to do? Have a think. When we're adding 1 more, we're simply going to add 1 more. So we can add 1 more block or counter, okay? Because Jenna has 1 more than Sally, okay? Jenna has 1 more. So Jenna has all of these. Let's put a J for Jenna. These are all Jennas, okay? Because she has 1 more than Sally. So Sally's got 7 and Jenna's got 1 more. How many blocks? How many blocks does Jenna have? Shall we count them to find out the answer? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, Jenna has 8 blocks. Let's pop our 8 down there. Jenna has 8 blocks. Okay. Question. Does Sally, who has more blocks, Sally or Jenna? We know that Sally has 7 blocks. So remember, Sally has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And Jenna, let's put a J for Jenna. Jenna has 1 more than Sally. So Jenna has all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But she has 1 more. So we're going to put 1 more. Okay. Who has more? Does Sally have more? Or does Jenna have more? Who has more blocks? Have a think. You're correct. Jenna has more blocks. Jenna has more blocks than Sally. Fabulous. Really good. Shall we do another one? Here we go. I'm going to move my screen because we have another worded question. Shall we do this together? I think we should. Let's read this together. Okay. This says Hamza has 3 pencils. Hamza has 3 pencils. So we're going to put a H or a H. She has 3 pencils. 1, 2, 3. That's how many pencils Hamza has. Now Jake has 1 less than Hamza. Jake, let's put a J for Jake, 1 less than Hamza. So when we're finding 1 less, does the number go up or down? The number goes down when you're finding 1 less. So Jake has 1, 2, stop, Because he has one less. He has one less than Hamza. Okay? And the question finishes by asking, how many pencils does Jake have? How many pencils does Jake have? Can you count and see how many pencils Jake has? Jake has 2 pencils. Jake has 2 pencils. Who has more? Does Hamza have more pencils, or does Jake have more pencils? You're correct. Hamza has more pencils than Jake. Hamza has more pencils than Jake. Absolutely fantastic work. We put some hair on there as well. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, that was a bit crazy. Maybe some ears. There we go. You did really, really well. Fantastic.